Turkey, where's Turkey? Turkey, go ahead.
So over the weekend, Turkish Prime Minister told reporters that if needed, Russia could use its airbase at Incirlik to launch airstrikes against ISIS in Syria. Is the U.S. concerned that could actually happen? And if it did happen, how would the U.S. handle sharing a runway with Russia?
So I'm aware of those comments, and of course, we have in our private diplomatic conversations with Turkey sought clarity on what the implications of those might be. I don't have really anything to add other than that we continue to obviously use Incirlik, and we used it all through, as I said, the aftermath of the coup attempt, and then the aftermath of the coup attempt, where Incirlik was affected, without a doubt, by those events. We deeply appreciate, frankly, Turkey allowing us to use Incirlik because it allows us to carry out airstrikes in close proximity and support for the Syrian forces Syrian Democratic forces that are fighting in northern Syria, and we want to continue that relationship. I don't think we're there yet in terms of, I don't want to project what Turkey may be leaning towards with Russia. We talked about this at the beginning of the briefing, are in conversations with Russia about a way forward in which we focus on combating exclusively ISIL and Daesh, and airstrikes focused exclusively on ISIL and Daesh. But we haven't seen that completely realized yet, and Aleppo is a perfect example of that, where you still see strikes hitting civilian targets and certainly moderate opposition targets, and that is not helping the overall situation in Syria. And again, reaching, we're all, at least trying to reach for the same goal here, which is a peaceful political transition and a credible cessation of hostilities. But I think that, at least on our side, for our part, we're still not convinced we're there yet with the Russians, but we continue to work in that direction.
Do you have any indication that Russia and Turkey have been talking about using that airbase?
Not specifically on that airbase. There were obviously, there has been a rapprochement, if you will, between Turkey and Russia in recent weeks. That's for the Turks and the Russians to speak to. They're both members, as I said, of the ISSG, the International Syria Support Group, both stakeholders in what happens in Syria, with regard to what happens in Syria. As much as we can have a better and more constructive relationship with Russia with regards to Syria, we would certainly want the same between Turkey and Russia. For our part, we're not there yet.